Hello, I'm Britt Shannon and welcome to In Search of She. So today I really wanted to talk about being burnt out. So recently I am so proud of myself. I have accomplished a few things and it's amazing. And while I should be feeling happier about it, to be honest, I am burnt out. So while I am busy solidifying my base and I feel working on my root chakra, which is to feel confident and comfortable in this world, I took it to the extreme. I have a new job, which is wonderful and I enjoy it, but I have workaholic tendencies. It's like all or nothing. And I went just full steam ahead. And man, and I think this stems from the need to please others. And what's the most exciting is that I can finally see my vision coming to life just ever so slightly, even though this is just the very beginning of the steps. I can see it and it's amazing. It's so tiring right now. I just have to stick with it and fully create it and bring it into being. But right now, I feel like now that I've jumped ahead, I feel like I have to completely change the way I do things. And I think what's good about this is that because I feel like I need to change other things in my life and I'm having problems before, or I'm having problems now that I didn't have before, that means I am growing. And, I think with every little bit of growth, you have to expect some pain to come along with it. And that's what I'm feeling now. It's the burnt out, tired, where, things that would give you joy before, you feel like you have to trudge on through. And I hate that feeling. And I think the reason why I feel so burnt out is because I am taking on everybody's expectations of what I should be and what I should be doing. And I've fallen back into my comfort zone and am letting others, and I keep having this terrible habit of being too passive and letting others decide. And that's just my comfort zone instead of being decisive and making a decision. I have to remember I decide, I choose, and I am in control. So it's on me to set my stricter working hours and not go over that, because this is what I can manage and still be amazing in all these other areas that are very important to me. And another thing I'm experiencing, which I guess it's good, I think it's a sign that I'm moving forward, is that I really realize that I have to take better care of my body. And I knew this before where, I wanted to get in shape, eat healthier and all of that. But now it's like I either take care of my physical self or I will just be overly tired, sick. I'll get migraines. And now I'm feeling like I have to be almost efficient in it. Like it's a one-to-one correlation. Like I have to exercise, otherwise I just won't be able to relax when I'm in my bed. I have to eat right, otherwise I will get the worst headache. And I have to carve out sleep somewhere along there, otherwise it will all go to hell. And one of the biggest things I realized is that when I am moving, I am happy. And now that I'm being pushed into my creative zone and all of this energy is flowing out of me, I realize that the more I move, the more I dance, the happier I am. and everything just seems so much brighter. So I think this is also part of the reason this deep part of me feels like I really want to do aerial silks. It's calling to me because I think it's going to challenge me to bring that movement back into my life. And my initial reaction to, when I feel tired is to have a steady cup of coffee and sleepless nights, and I think that that's going to work, and it doesn't. And the hustle that I'm pulling off now isn't even my dream. This is just like the stepping stone to get where I want to be, to solidify my base. Because I feel like before you can reach these higher heights and aspire and actually get to these places and these dreams and these goals, you have to have a very solid base. Like if you're going to, I feel, awaken that crown chakra and truly wear that crown, you have to have a solid base that is unshakable. And the hustle or job that I'm doing now, because it's not actually my dream or end goal, I need to treat it as such. It's going to work for me and in these particular ways. And outside of that, I'm not going to give any more energy to it. And what I have learned is that part of getting the root chakra right is knowing when to say no. When I say no, it's in tired forgetfulness, frustrated outbursts, and no time for anything. And these aren't mindful, intentional no's. They are cowardly no's. And that's not the type of no that I want. That's not coming from a place of power, a place of discernment and wisdom. It's taking the very passive route, and instead of turning something down and being decisive in it, it's just letting it all slide by and wash me away. These are cowardly no's that happen when I can't physically and mentally do it. And the thing I wrestle with is wondering, what is wrong with me sometimes? Is it just that I have a lower threshold for this than other people, a lower threshold for hustle? Or is it that I'm just so keenly aware of when I'm burnt out or when I'm tired and exhausted? It's like my body and mind says, abort ship, abandon ship, before the whole thing goes up in flames and sinks. And I don't know if I feel that's a good thing right now, or I wish that I could just turn it off and ignore it for a bit, but then maybe I could just push it enough just to get to the next thing and step back a bit before it all goes up in flames. Or maybe that's just not gonna work. Right now, I have to say no to too many people, and I want to be intentional about it. I think that even saying it feels weird. But I want to be intentional about it because I think that's the most caring and compassionate thing to do, because when I'm there for them, I want to be there 110%, not a wimpy 10 to 15% because I can't really be here, but I'm still trying to show up. No, I can't work those hours because I need to recharge. Nope, I can't add more hours because of the extra money. I'll just spend it in coffee at Starbucks anyways. No, I want time for myself in the evening because The energy of twilight is too magical to resist. No, as a mother, I want to give you everything, but I can't do it all at once. No, I don't want to hang out because all I want to do with my little time is to snuggle in the sweet curls of the three that I love. And overall, I think the most important thing that I have learned on this little stretch of a journey is that I have to pace myself. It's not going to all come at once, and that it's probably not always going to be pretty. But I'm happy for this little piece that even though I feel tired and I'm trying to juggle everything, and juggle is probably the wrong word. It's probably like whack-a-mole. I feel like that. Like whack-a-mole, right? You know, sit down. You too. But the important thing is that I'm coming up against new problems, new issues, new ways that I can grow and stretch, and I feel better as a person for all of it, even though I need to step back a bit and understand how to navigate this and make time for what really speaks to my soul. You know, we're always going to have to worry about those things that keep us alive. But, you know, I think the point is not to get lost in it. You know, this is the beginning step. This is just one part of a journey. So even though everything looks amazing and I want to put everything into it, I have to be careful not to just stay here on my journey. I need to continue looking forward and pushing forward, even though it seems even harder than it was before. So, what do you think? Have you been in any situation that just makes you feel burnt out or that feels just inescapable? How did you deal with it? And do you feel like it's something that you can use to grow out of and more so to grow forward? Is there any particular ritual that you do to remind yourself when to just step back and consciously say no? Hey, thanks for listening if you've made it this far. And please subscribe and comment, and let's have a discussion. Till next time. Goodbye.